So we have 45 minutes to do this. Let's start with the solution to last quiz, and then dito ta magsugod, and then we'll derive everything need na to i-derive. Given x double dot plus 2 beta x dot plus omega naught squared equal, okay, x, nawa, equals f of t, where f of t equals alpha t squared, and then t is between 0 to 1. And alpha is some constant. So we are here given that, meaning here that our driven force or driving force is periodic. Why is alpha t squared periodic? Because we know that kung tanawin mo, once you graph sa alpha t squared, that would be di ba? Tama? That would be alpha t squared between 0 to, okay. But why is this periodic? Because we are asked na, okay, also, na additional, f of t plus 1 equals f of t, meaning it has a period 1. So clearly here, t is equal to 1. So, in this case, 0 to 1 is this. So meaning, ang atuang force is this. Okay? Muna siya atong force. So we have a force that repeats. For siya, no? Can you understand this? Okay, so this is our force now. Now, we have to represent this in terms of Fourier. In terms of Fourier series, because it will be. Can we express this in some other way? Well, we can express this function in some other way. Pwede mo okay. We can say that f of t equals alpha t squared when t is between 0 to 1. And then, kuha na po din yung equation, I don't know what's the equation of this. Okay? So that would be some, I don't know, maybe a1 t squared plus b2 t plus c2, or 1 at t, for t is an element of what? 1 to 2, tama? And lahi na po dire. And here also, so is this a good way of presenting a function? It's not. Okay? So in fact, that's the isang benefit nato sa Fourier series. Okay, we can express it in terms of 1 f of t by using, now we use the exponential f of t in terms of the exponential Fourier series. This is fn e to the I n omega, or I omega n t. So it's positive here. Where fn equals the integral of f of t, I think there's 1 over 2 pi e to the minus I omega n t dt. Okay? And the range, the integral is the domain. Okay, this is 0 to 1 in this case. So, now we can actually just replace omega. We know that di ba, t is equal to 2 pi omega. Omega is equal to 2 pi t. So sa ato pang omega is 2 pi. This is our base frequency. This is our base frequencies. You can replace this by that. And so we can find now the integral. Okay? Let's start with, okay, fn for any n. And then, so this is 1 over 2 pi alpha t squared e to the, this becomes minus 2 pi I 2 pi I n t. Sakto ba? Okay? dt. So we can just let this to be our k. So sa ato pa natay integral karon nga, what do we have here? This whole thing is k, including the negative. So this is just equal to alpha over 2 pi integral of t squared e to the kt dt. Tama? And then when we integrate this, we have to use by parts. Okay? So, u is equal to t squared. du would be 2t dt, and dv would be ekt dt, with v equals ekt. So, this integral now becomes alpha over 2 pi times uv, t squared e to the kt minus, evaluated from 0 to 1. Okay, minus the integral of v du. v, so 2 e to the kt dt. Asang 1 over k. Ay, okay. This is k. So, 1 over k. So, sa ato pa, this is 2 over k. Right? Okay. Okay. And, unsa ni siya? 1. E, tama? Alpha over 2 pi times, this is just e. Tama? E to the k. I over k pa dahil nino, over k. So this is e to the k over k. Now, the problem is when n equals 0, dili pwede, no? I think we have to, atong tanawon ni siya, for n equals 0 and not n equals 0. Okay. For n equals 0, mawala man eh. Right? For n equals 0, this is just t squared. So, for n equals 0, we separate this one. N equals 0, our integral would be alpha over 2 pi t squared dt, which would give us alpha over 2 pi, 6 pi na karon, no? 6 pi t cubed. Okay, between 0 to 1, so this is just alpha over 6 pi. Okay, so I think, yeah, well, we missed, sa kuanday ni sa Fourier transform. So there's no 1 over 2 pi there. So therefore, this is just alpha over 3. And this is, walay 2 pi, no 2 pi, no 2 pi. So this is k minus, okay, mauna pud ni. Unsay may tabuan ni karon, the integral. Napay t, tama? Napay t dire. So 2 over k times, okay, again, u is equal to t, du is dt, dayon e to the kt, 1 over k. So sa ato pa, mahimo na siyang, this is 1 over k, e to the kt. So, you have t over k, e to the kt, evaluated from 0 to 1, minus integral of, minus the integral of 0 to 1 of 1 over k. Tama? E to the kt dt. Okay, so this is just alpha times, e to the k over k minus, this one is two over k squared. So, wait. 2 over k times, this is, for 1, that is e to the k over k minus ang 0, 0 man. So this is just equal to 1 over k squared, e to the kt. E to the kt evaluated from 0 to 1. Now, when we evaluate this from 0 to 1, that is e to the kt minus 1, right? So that is e to the kt minus 1, right? And anyway, you can simplify this. Di na ako siya i-proceed, right? Ang sa pa ba yung mga ano dire? So this is Fn. So that ang ato ang f of t, our f of t now would be equal to, what is our f of t? This is Fn, isa to? Yeah, F naught, which is alpha over 3, e to the two pi n. Hindi natin butang ang in omega, 2 pi n t, right? Plus, ako lang i-separate ang f naught. Wait. Kung 0 ni siya, so it's n equals 0, so it's 1. So, kana siya, no? Plus, the sum of whatever that. Okay? And this is from minus infinity to positive infinity. Times e to the 2 pi n t. Okay? Now, the next question is, find the transfer function. Well, I already derived the transfer function. Actually, the transfer function is always the same. Because what's the transfer function is always, katong when I derived the transfer function last time, that's the, what? That is the inverse of the eigenvalue of what? Now, by kinalaman, does h of omega, I think we used I omega last time, and we'll just use h omega karon. Naabay does h omega has something to do with, it's h omega was equal to 1 over lambda n. And lambda has only, this was the lambda for what? What's the eigenvector of lambda? The eigenvector of lambda is e to the i omega n t. Tama? And we know, okay, and in fact, katong gikuan nato, this now becomes n omega. The transfer function for the n how many of this? It's actually this is the transfer function, or actually the gain. In each Fn, kay h. For F2, that's H2 omega. Right? So, for lambda n, this lambda is the eigenvalue of this. So, meaning, walay kinalaman ni siyang Fn dire, it has nothing to do with Fn or whatever, it has only something to do with this. So, meaning, whatever Fn I have, the same ang form. Right? So, what was that? That was, we derived this last time. This is 1 over omega naught squared. What was it? Minus, I think, omega n. Or n omega squared. That is n omega squared. Plus 2 beta omega. N omega. 2 beta n omega, or we can just write this as n omega man siya. N omega, we'll just write this as omega n. I think this is correct. Yeah, this is correct. So this becomes now omega n squared plus 2 omega beta. No, omega n beta. So where omega n is equal to n omega. In this case, in our specific case, our omega n is equal to 2 pi n. So just substitute. So meaning the transfer function is h of 2 pi n. Or we can just say h of n. Okay? H of n is just equal to 1 over omega naught squared. I did not put any, wala may ano. Where will you determine the omega naught? On the condition sa system. That's just k over m. Okay? So we'll just write omega naught here. Okay? So omega naught squared minus 4 pi n squared plus 4 pi no? 4 pi n beta. So this is our transfer function. Pi squared yapon, no? So this is our transfer function for the specific. So remember that, no? It has the same form for whatever f of t. Why? Because it doesn't depend on fn. It was the eigen. This is an eigenvalue of this. And asa man gikan, this is in the form of the Fourier series. Okay? When we recall the derivation, I derived it last time, di ba? I applied the operator. I assumed a katong form of x with an amplitude and raised to e to the I omega t, omega nt. Okay? So, yeah, mao na siya kuan karon. Ay, anong erase man ako ni? I'll just erase this. Okay, now you will you put on the details ani. Now, okay. Now I'll show you another way of doing this. And we already, okay, our original is this. X double dot plus 2 beta x dot plus omega naught squared equals, okay, I always forgot this x right here. So, kung makalimtan man ako, naana siya x dira ha. Because you know that there's always x there. And this is f of t. I mean, yeah, there's 1 over m there, no? F of t. There should be 1 over, remote ako sa 1 over m ganiha. There should be 1 over m there. Okay? Anyway, it's we can just absorb m is a constant. That's why, malimtan gid siya. This is the general one, and we're assuming here a periodic f of t. Okay, actually, it can be periodic or it may not be periodic. Okay? But this is a general form of this driven harmonic oscillator. Now, what we're going to do is Fourier transform, take the Fourier transform of both sides. Okay? Now, that means that we have this, and the Fourier transform, as you can see in the form of the Fourier transform, since integrals are linear, so we can just, meaning this is just f x double dot plus f of transform of x dot plus f omega naught squared x equals f of 1 over m f of t. And now, okay, kanisa, we can take out omega naught squared in the integral, right? So this is just omega naught squared f x. And we call this now capital X hat. That is our meaning. X hat now is not a function of t. This will be now of omega. Okay? Nakuha? Or in order to to be concise, I'll just put omega here, sub omega. Okay, meaning x of omega. Okay? Now, right, this is a constant, so this is now 2 beta f x dot. Now, let's calculate this. The f of dx over dt. This is the integral of dx over dt, or I'll just use x dot na lang, no? X dot. X dot e to the minus I omega t dt. Okay, this is from minus infinity to infinity. Okay. So may buhaton na to. We'll use integration by parts. So let u to be e to the minus I omega t. Du would be minus I omega e to the minus I omega t dt. And then dv would be equal to x dot dt. That means v is x. Because x dot integral dt is just x. So this integral now becomes, sa to pa, that integral becomes uv, this is x of t, this is x of t, e to the minus I omega t, evaluated from, okay, minus infinity to positive infinity, minus the integral, you have minus, so plus I omega, the integral of the integral of, ano sa mali? Asa na to? X e to the minus I omega t dt. Okay, saan magawas ang x? No, this is x of t. Okay, hindi na siya magawas ng x. That's x of t. Okay, now we are assuming here, our assumption is that at minus infinity, otherwise this integral will diverge. We need the integral to converge. Meaning at minus infinity to positive infinity, this will vanish. X of t vanishes. We don't want that kind of function because we cannot make, sabay ano na to, ana. So that means that this one will be 0. We want that condition. So what is left now is, sa to pa, f of x dot now is I omega, but what this one is just equal to f of, Fourier transform of x, right? So this is equal to I omega x hat. So that means, okay, I'll erase this one. Nakuha. So, so this is now I omega, so plus I omega 2 beta, 2I omega beta x hat. Tama? Now, show this. Do this on your own. Do not look for this one para makabalo mo. This is just minus omega squared x hat. Kana siya. Okay? Now, this is equal to 1 over m, the Fourier transform. This is now, we can take this as f hat omega. Okay? So we are now, our differential equation now becomes an algebraic equation. Tama? In the transform space. And in fact, you can find a general formula. Do this. F of dn x, where d is the derivative, the differential operator. Okay? So kung mauni siya, okay, I'll erase this one now. Okay, so find a form for this one. I mean, solve this one on your own. Okay? So, unsay buhaton nato karon? Okay, this is now our equation right here. Unsa nay kuan? We can factor out, this is all omega, no? Omega. And we'll just write this as omega. Okay. So, minus, okay, here, omega naught squared. Omega naught squared minus omega squared plus 2i omega beta. By the way, katong transfer function ganiha, I forgot to write the I. There should be I there. Okay? Here. I forgot to write the I. There's an I there. Okay? Because of the INT. I, mugawas ang I, di ba? I think I forgot to write the I. Times x hat of omega equals 1 over m f hat of omega. And this is, as you can see, our x hat is 1 over m times 1 over this is h, right? Of omega. F omega. That's why it was important to define that. Okay? So this is now our transformed solution. Okay? Now let's define, ano ni siya, what we're doing is that we have a differential equation. That's a calculus. It's a calculus problem. We transform it into the Fourier transform. Then our equation now becomes an algebraic equation. Now, it's later when this is much easier to solve than solving this. This is much easier to solve than this. Naay mga daghang mga properties ana later nga mong gawas. Nga naay provided solution. So we can just use that. And then once we have x hat omega, we can just go back to x of t by what? The inverse Fourier transform. So x of t is 1 over m 2 pi. 1 over 2 pi m times the integral of minus infinity to positive infinity of x hat omega e to the positive I omega t d omega. Okay, I'll write this in full. So this is just h omega f hat omega d e to the I omega t d omega. Okay. Now let's do something here with the equation. Let's define the impulse response function, which is the Green's function. This is a Green's function of the, this is a type of Green's function. Nag-discuss of Green's function sa MATP. Wala mo na kaano Green's functions. Anyway, impulse response function h of t. Okay, we define it as the inverse Fourier transform. We know that h is in omega transfer function, right? What is the time domain of this? This is in the frequency domain. So we want a version of this in the time domain. And we call that the impulse. Okay? So h of t now is defined as the inverse transform of, so meaning 1 over 2 pi minus infinity to positive infinity of h omega e to the I omega, let's use a different, let's use u here. I omega u d omega. Okay. So from here, and tanaw natin siya, h omega, that means that h omega is just the forward transform. So this is minus infinity to positive infinity of hu e to the minus I omega u du. Okay? Now, okay, I think And then let's express this in the forward transform. So from here, that means that f, this was the original, di ba? Kaning f dire, f of t. Okay? So I'll just use the same f, this one, because this is the transform of small f. So f of, but I'll use a different variable, I think v. F of v would be equal to the inverse. So 1 over 2 pi of f hat omega e to the I omega v dv minus infinity to positive infinity. Okay. I-plug in ako na siya dire. Okay? So what would happen to my equation? Plug into this equation, these two, right here. So I would have now my x of t would be equal to 1 over 2 pi m, the integral of from minus infinity to positive infinity of h, which is, okay, an integral minus infinity to positive infinity of, kato. H of u, small h of u, e to the minus I, omega u, du, times the integral of, I think I would have to erase this. Okay, nahuman naman ako siya. Tanggal na siguro ako ni Kuanbe. Integral of okay. I'll express, so sa ato pa ang forward transform, tama? That means that this is the f of v e to the minus I omega v dv. And, okay, all of this e to the I omega t dt. Okay? Naka ninyo? Now, I'll group tanang exponent. You have 1 over 2 pi m, the integral of the integral minus ana of h of u and then f of v. Okay? And then e to the what? Minus I omega. So this is u plus v minus t, right? And then this is du dv. Unahon ako ang ano, no? dt du dv. Okay? And okay. This one right here, napa-integral na rin, no? Minus infinity to positive infinity. And this integral is the Dirac delta representation, the Fourier representation of a Dirac delta function. Okay? So, this one, 1 over 2 pi m h of u f of v, this is the Dirac delta times 2 pi. Because, di ba, 2 pi Dirac delta of what? No, t minus u minus v. T minus u minus, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, wait, ha? Okay, u minus t plus v. No, t minus v. Okay? Alright? Wa. And then du dv. Now, I'll exchange ato ni siyang ikambyo. F of u, okay, I write f of u right here, and the integral minus infinity to positive infinity of h of, I don't know, v, no? U. Okay, I'll move 2 pi dito na lang. So, mag-cancel lang 2 pi, right? I'll write it again, be. This is now 1 over m times 1 over m times the integral minus infinity to positive infinity of f of v times the integral of h of u. Kani, this is now the integral that I want. Yeah, I think this is now correct. Now, I'll use, in your mathematical physics before, this is a property of the Dirac delta function. Integral of f of x, Dirac delta of x minus x naught, dx is equal to f of x naught. This is equal to f of x naught, di ba? You know this very well. Meaning, okay, the value of f of x times the integral of that is just like evaluate f of x at x naught. Okay? So this means that this integral right here is just du, this is just what? H of, kani? T minus v. So now, I will have now my x of t equals 1 over m. I'll write it here. So my x of t equals 1 over m integral of h of t minus v f of v. Ay, okay, naapay mga e to the I, no? Ah, wala na. Wala na. Yeah, wala na. Because the e to the I has all vanished. Okay? d v. Okay? From minus infinity to positive infinity. This one right here is actually called the convolution integral. Kaning integral specifically, that is the convolution integral. And this is actually through the convolution theorem. This is a convolution of two functions. The input function and the impulse. Actually, this is a very important integral. I think if you ever get to ganing lecture ni Dr. Bernido, una mo dito, I ask him because one isa dito, this will keep on showing up. This convolution integral will keep on showing up in physics, in quantum mechanics, in signal processing, in music production, in all data analysis, in artificial intelligence, machine learning. This is a very, because this is a very important integral. And I did not derive here the convolution theorem. There is that convolution theorem. I have a video on the convolution theorem, pero sa 4th year. I derived the convolution theorem there using probability. Na dito ang dito, ang derivation ani. And it was a very different derivation of the convolution theorem. From the convolution theorem, this is actually, and this is how this one is related to the Fourier transform. Okay? You will know that this is a Fourier transform of what? This is a Fourier transform of what? This is a Fourier transform of omega. That means that this integral right here has two Fourier transforms. Okay? It has two Fourier inverse, actually two inverse Fourier transforms. And this is equal to, okay, I will not put it now. In the next meeting, we'll start with this, and then unsay gamit aning impulse. What is that impulse? H of t. This is what we call the impulse response. Okay? And, okay, nasabtan ninyo? So, also, if you want, I want you to watch that video na dito, I think sa playlist nga Thermal and Statistical Mechanics or Thermal and Statistical Physics na akong subject. I presented this one to the 4th year. Not this I derived this integral, but not in the harmonic oscillator. It was using probability densities. I mean, we were trying to derive the distribution of the sum of random variables with different distributions, or with similar, it could be similar distributions. And there it popped out the convolution integral. In probability, this will show up in analysis, in almost all of real analysis. Because this integral is, isa something, isa ni sa integral nga dapat ninyo isa puso. This will keep on showing up in quantum mechanics, tanan, filtering. In music production, kabalo mo nga nung music production because of this. Because of Fourier analysis, basically. And because of this also, for example, what's the application of that? Let's say I like my voice here, the reverb of my voice. Kaning dire, di ba mo? Tanan ako, ganahan ko sa ako ang voice dire. Okay? So my voice acts as a function, as an input. And the output is the sound that I hear. Now, what if I want to record my voice right here, pero na ako sa studio? Let's say, giguba na ang room, and I want to keep the reverb here. I love it. Let's say, I love the reverb. Then I can do mo ni ginatawag nga impulse response nga technology karon. I'll just record an impulse response on this room and cross synthesis. This is actually cross synthesis. I have two signals, F and H. Cross synthesis them, and I'm doing that sa mismo. I tried doing that sa ako ang sa studio, and cross synthesis them, and there I'll record my voice, dry voice in the studio, which with no reverb, with no other effects at all. And then I'll add this one to the convolution reverb. And I would hear approximately the same. And mauna karon kada mga guitar, mga daghan kay mga multi-effects ron nga halos sa una ang pedal daghan kay mga ani, daghan kayo. Nay delay, nay blah blah blah. And karon na isa na lang gamay na kayo ani oh. Tanan tuwa na dito because of this. Electronics tanan. So this is a very I think you should make this as your favorite integral. Okay? It's a very important integral. And it's a good thing that you started to see it right here in mechanics, where things should start. Because ang uban man god makita nila una ni sa quantum mechanics, which is now quite detached in the mechanical reasoning. Here, we are in the purely mechanical reasoning. And as you go into electronics, into electrical circuits, into signal processing, time series, data analysis, tanan, filtering of noise, unsa nga signal imong ipapass through, this one is actually that's because of the Fourier analysis. Okay, so I want you to start looking into the convolution. This is how important this integral is. Okay, next meeting, we're going to apply this one, and maybe we'll add another transform, the Laplace transform. Okay?